Gang, I f***ed up. This is the story all about how I did an oopsie and had to push Portra 800 to 6400. Not an ideal scenario, obviously, but the purpose of this video is so that you can learn from my mistakes. I'll show you the photos and I'll explain where it all went horribly wrong, so you will be equipped with this knowledge should you f*** up to the degree with which I did. Now, if you're just here to see how Portra 800 looks when it's pushed to 6400, straight off the rip, I will throw some photos up on screen now. Okay, so what is Portra 800? In short, it is a legendary low-light film stock. A lot of people love it, and some people think it's overpriced and overhyped. I once actually jokingly referred to Portra as just Posho Ultramax, and the person that I said it to nearly exploded before my very eyes. So it goes without saying that this film, it has a reputation. Now, one of the reasons why Portra 800 is so well regarded is because it has excellent exposure latitude. Now, you might be wondering, what the f*** is exposure latitude? Put simply, it is the film's ability to still produce an image if you have grossly underexposed or overexposed the roll of film. So it's almost like the safety net. It's how much room either way you have to try and save the photo should it have been exposed incorrectly. What sort of dickhead would do that? What is pushing film? So pushing film is something that you do in developing. You cook the film for longer. Pretty much it, really. You're like, if you like your bacon a bit more crispy, it's kind of like that, but with film. You can underexpose a photo in a low light situation so that you can get like a shutter speed that you can actually handhold and use or whatever, and then when you cook the film for longer, it just pulls more out of the negative. Obviously, it degrades the quality, the colors can get a bit weird, all that sort of shit. But basically, that's like the quick notes version of what pushing film is. Crispy bacon, but film. So why did I have to push Portra 800 to 6400. So picture the scene. I am stood in a Universal Studio soundstage where they make movies in America. Very exciting stuff. I'm in the sound stages because I'm on a behind the scenes tour of Universal Florida's Halloween event, Halloween Horror Nights. And they put haunted houses in the sound stages. So you like walk around these little mazes, people jump out, there's loads of movie grade effects. It's so sick. Now on this behind the scenes tour, I got to take loads of photos, and obviously I wanted to shoot a bunch of film photos as well because look at me. Obviously. Now, when the event is open to the public, it has a hard no flash rule, and I just assumed that on my behind the scenes tour, that would be the same rule. What is it they say about assuming that it makes an arse out of you and me? So you could imagine my face when my tour guide turns to me and is like, yeah, no, flash is fine, mate. Just to remind you, by the way, I'm a 9-hour flight away from where I live, and my flash unit is sat on my desk in my office. There was room in my carry-on bag for either my flash or this Bronica SQA medium format film camera. I stand by my choice. So even with the house lights on in these sound stages, they're super dark. But alas, I was going to have to make this roll of 800 work somehow. So in order to have a usable shutter speed of like 1/30 at most, with this Canon A1 that I was using with a roll of Portra 800 on this tour, my light meter was telling me that I was going to have to push the film to at least 6400 for these exposures. So I took the photos, but here's where it gets really interesting with the latitude and how good Portra is that I then proceeded to f*** up even further. So I've been shooting, assuming that I was going to push this roll of film to like 6400, and then we went outside. We were taken outside and we went through some backstage areas where I wasn't allowed to take photos and stuff. It was really cool to see, but there was one area I was allowed to take some photos, and it's of this cool scene outside one of the Horror Nights houses, and I don't know how I even did it. I don't even know how I did it. I think because I was just excited and having a great time. I was talking to the tour guide and just living my best life, that I accidentally metered these photos at 800. And so now I have this roll of Portra 800 that is a mix of photos that need to be developed at like 6400 and photos that would need to be developed at box speed. This is problematic. Yeah, I have bingoed it at this point. This is not good news. I should know better, but you've seen some of the photos by this point, so you know that there are photos there. But at this point, I had no idea. Like, I've never pushed Portra to 6400 before, and so I was like taking some backup photos. I had a Sure Shot A1 with me, which has a killer flash, thank fuck. I was like taking a bunch of backup photos on that, which came out real cool. I love how point and shoots look anyway. I'm like duplicate shooting photos because I want to make sure I've got the stuff that I want to get. So I'm getting it on the point and shoot, and then I'm getting it on the Canon A1 with the Portra as well. And so we finished the tour, and then all the general public are coming in for the event, and then I get released out into like the scare zones, and I carried on shooting the film, and I was like, well, I may as well shoot these at 6400 as well. And I carried on shooting out in like the little scare zones, and these are the photos you're seeing now. So anyway, fast forward a couple of weeks, I get back to the UK and I call up a developing lab and I explain the situation to them, that I've got this mangled roll of Portra that's got a mixture of photos metered for like 800 all the way up to like 6400, and the guy on the phone is basically like, nah, the roll is probably completely fucked, and offers no other real advice outside of that wonderful nugget of information. And so I had to make a decision as to what to do with the roll, and I decided to just push the roll to like 6400, and if that meant photos shot at 800 had to be lost and become collateral damage, then I wanted the indoor photos more, so that was my reasoning. So if you ever find yourself in a situation and the choice is either to not take photos or push Portra to 6400, at least now you know that you might actually come away with photos. Yeah, there are definitely some sketchy colour shifts going on here, but I mean, there are photos though, right? So you never know, you might end up pleasantly surprised with the results. Or alternatively, maybe just don't leave your home country without your flash unit, like I did. That's probably better advice, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate you checking out the video. If you liked it, make sure you like it, consider subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff. Have you ever pushed Portra this far yourself? Let me know in the comments, would you push it this far? It's definitely a choice, isn't it? It's a choice. I hope you are good, I hope your family is good, but most importantly, I hope your dog is good. Please do provide your pooch with a little ear scratch from me, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Peace!